What's up guys, Sasha here, welcome to the channel. Well, today we're gonna work on the fuel rail and fuel system a little bit. As you can see, I pre-installed already the fuel rail right here, and I have the injectors in. I'll show you quick what parts I've bought. We got from Hybrid Racing, we got the fuel rail. Then we got KSM Motorsports, I got the injectors. Then we have the fuel pressure regulator from Hybrid Racing. And we have the fuel, the tuck kit from Hybrid Racing also. So the reason I have all this unboxed already, I played around with it a little bit where we can install this one here. And the biggest thing is there's a video out there, he did it on an Integra. I'm gonna link him on this too. He got me the biggest ideas, and there's another guy on our group on Facebook. He installed that right here, which is almost like perfect. This is the best location I think where you can place this. I have to figure out what I have to build. A couple guys were installing it right here. I just don't have enough room there. Considering the length of the hoses, it would be best to install it back here on the firewall, maybe in this location right here. So I'm still considering the best solution for that, what I'm gonna do. But yeah, this is what we have. And I also have the pressure gauge. Where is that at? And we also have this one right here, the pressure gauge. Is this item right here. So with the injectors already installed, what I have to do here on the fuel rail, I gotta get me 2 screws and some spacers to put under here because we're a little too high. And currently I've been playing around a little bit if I'm gonna route it this way, if I'm gonna route it that way. Or I would love to really come from the bottom in here so you don't see anything. But my biggest problem right now was where to install this guy right here. So I might really gonna consider installing it right here because I think that's a really clean spot to put it. And also there's some spots too where I still can bolt something onto. I just have to build me a holder. I have to fabricate something here so this can hold too. Maybe bend something over. I'm not sure yet what the best solution is. And also have to consider, because I'm running the heater hose there, that I'm going to be either out enough to come right here, or I thought about going back here already too, but I thought, like I said, the heater hose there is right in my way to do that. So I'm not quite sure yet what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna play with some solutions. Maybe I go really on the firewall right here and we see how that's gonna work out. But yeah, I'm gonna show you quick on the cables where you can route it, what kind of ideas I have, and I'm not sure yet what the final solution is. Fuel rail update. So what's up guys, Sasha here. Do not do what I just did. Trying to find someone that knows what's going on with fuel stuff, because I almost messed up pretty bad here. Was the line or the fuel kit I bought is right here. We have the pressure sensor right here, and here we have a -4 line in the bottom, right? Which is gonna hook up right here because we plugged up the back. So what I did, there is, you can see right here, there is a line coming, there's fuel, that is fuel, and that is fuel. We got 3 lines. So
that is the fuel coming from the tank, okay, which is going in here, which is all good. And because there was a bigger line over here, I was like, oh, that is the vent, and then the return is this one right here. No, that is the return over on this side, and that is the vent. This gets the carbon monoxide, some filter on there which sits here. Okay, this is the vent. So, but because this did not fit on there, I was like, ah, that's gotta be the return because I gotta have the right thing for it. No, that is not the right line. So what I had to do now, because this one comes with the dash 4 fitting only, and I will probably reach out to Hybrid Racing too to supply that with another line too. So what I'm doing and what you should do too is upgrade this to a dash 6. So first of all, the flow rate and everything else, and second of all, only the dash 6 is going to fit down there on that part right here where is the actual return. So how do we find out that I hooked it up wrong? Well, we had everything running last night. The engine was running and freaking gasoline was flowing out the pipe here on the side. And we're like, oh shit, shut it off. So we tried to fix it last night, but we were missing a few things. So what I did today, I got a new fitting right here, a dash 6. Hook up a dash 6 fitting on that bottom piece right there. We have the pipeline already. We're gonna put the dash 6 on there. And I'm probably gonna get also a shark bite at some point, what we have back here. But for right now, this is the return line. We're just gonna put a clamp on there and done, because the OEM one, which is this one right here, also just has one of those little clamps on. So yeah, dummy me, because I never seen an engine in here. So the OEM engine, what was in here was not in the car. I came without an engine. I wasn't thinking about it. I always thought that this part right there is the vent and not the return, because I was like, they put the shit right next to each other. Yeah, great, awesome. So they don't. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna fix this mess up right here. We're gonna fix this, put a new pipe on there, install this again back on, and add this pipe there, and I'm just gonna see if I find the carbon monoxide filter, whatever that thing's called, what goes on there for the air vent. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna find that too. So let's get this stuff here puzzled back together, and hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed, we're gonna get the thing turned on again. So from the cables, what they give you one smaller one which goes on the back here, and then the other one, be careful when you take this off, unscrew this OEM line. And what you also have to do, I do not have a cutter, so I still have to figure out how I'm gonna get this, gotta come off. So I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna cut that here. I don't want to do with a Sawzall either, to get no debris and dirt in there, but this has to come off in order to install the fuel line. So my next idea is now see how to get this off, and then we can get the nut off and install the line that comes with the kit. Ideally, I really would love to have an elbow right here and come straight out this way. But yeah, let's see how we can get this off and route these cables. So here's a update on the fuel system. So here's what I did. I built me this little custom holder right here. I saw that in our group, K20 group. Somebody installed that here, and I love this location. I'm gonna paint the plaque, and I'm gonna have to touch it up a little bit and cut it over there, but that's what I did here. So we did the install right here, and also what I did on the Hybrid Racing parts that I ordered, the host kit. So I changed a few things. I took off, there was one here with 2 elbows, which I put an elbow on and I put a straight on here
from the other hose, and this hose here, I ran the line, not the hose, the line ran here, and this had a straight piece on here, and I put an elbow on there. So now I can put the fuel filter nicely right there on this location on the back wall, and the line runs in here, and we're gonna go from here, we're gonna put an elbow on, and we're gonna return it here to the filter, and then it goes in here, goes through the whole fuel rail, comes down here, here's the regulator, and then the backflow is gonna get hooked up down here on the bottom, and then goes back here and goes in here. I'm not sure what I'll have to do with this. I think I have to cap this off. I'm not an expert on that, but yeah, don't do any of this stuff. I spoke to a couple guys and everything, how to had these connectors on, and I also had to order for another 200 euros parts, hoses, and here these connectors right here to get on here. So here's my thing on this too. Don't do this, do not, because I cut it off and I should have not done this. This sits on here, and you have this little flange on here which holds the nut in place when you screw it on there. So do not cut that off, because now I'm in big crap right now. I have something like a shark bite, and I have another one, but because what you really want is have that little flange on there again, and I should have connected just onto this piece right here. But sadly, these 90-degree elbows didn't grab on here because this is too long. You almost had to cut off this part right here. And that way you could have snapped it on there, or find something else. So now I have to find a tool which makes this 27-degree bevel edge back on there again. And maybe even put it on this one right here. Yeah, what I've ordered so far, I've ordered a few different things. One is like a shark bite, one is like something where you have to put a 27-degree bevel on there, and the regular clamps too. So we'll see what we can figure out what we're gonna do with these two connectors here. I spoke to somebody else. He said run all new all the way from the fuel tank, but then I have to drop the fuel tank and probably put a new fuel pump in there, and yada yada yada. Now we're starting a whole nother can of worms. But yeah, this is how far I gotten on the fuel system, and I'm hoping to get the rest of the parts in there this week so we can connect this on here, connect it on there, and connect it there, and then I have to find out what's going on with this. I think this just gonna gets capped. This gets capped and you have to return here. I saw couple other guys, they go straight, do everything from here. The inline comes in here, the return comes in here, and then you have to flow in here. But I spoke to a guy that said does racing engines and everything in cars. He said just go like this and here, go through the whole fuel rail. So pump this thing full and it goes through here, and then you regulate the backflow and the pressure with this one right there to keep more pressure in here. And that's the way to go. But yeah, except I'm missing the parts. So yeah, hopefully this week we can continue on that too, and then I can get you some updates on the fuel system. Here are a bunch of fittings I ordered to finish up the fuel. So my idea was the hook on here goes a 90 to this here. The fuel that comes from the tank goes here, then goes through there and back. Okay, so I tried these fittings right here. Sadly, they both don't work. They're supposed to just snap on and done. I have some other ones here too. I'm gonna give them a try and see which one works best. This is for the return fuel. Here's two other clamps. Basically the connectors for the pipe that's a straight. And we're gonna see which one works the best that fits on these there in the back. So with the fuel system, the way how it is right now, It's all connected here. We exchanged these guys too. But I have a different connector for back here because I really don't trust this guy. This is like an R11. It's supposed to be for 8mm. It's like a shark bite. So I'm gonna try to put this on here and see how it works. If this holds better, I'm gonna put a different connector on there. And we're gonna use this guy right here. Like I said, it's like a shark bite, but I'm not sure if that fits on the hose over there. So we're gonna get this fixed. Yeah, this connection fits perfect on here. I had to just go around with sandpaper, just slightly take a little bit of that edge off. And like I said, this is like a shark bite, much better than a clamp connection. So we have to add another hose on there, and yeah, I like this a lot better than what I have here, what this came with. And then we just need to get a different connector on here and bring it over. That was the plan for both of these. Yeah, I could not find one for the top for the return, so I'm hoping this will hold. Especially you have the other piece on there, so I'll put a clamp here and a clamp there, so that should hold pretty. But here's like where you hit the pressure, I guess, goes this way. I guess we'll find out if we put some power on the car and benzene gets going, that we can find out if this holds. I hope it holds, because I'm really out of options and ideas, or I have to do it back to the OEM and then connect to the OEM somehow. So yeah, much better, much more satisfying. We're gonna put this elbow on there, which goes onto the nylon hose. Would also recommend get you these tools when you work with these connectors, because otherwise you're just gonna mess them up and fuck them up. So yeah, definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna put an elbow on here now, and it goes like this, so we can go that direction and up here again. So I have to figure out how much I have to shorten this guy, because now we're too long. And probably cut it somewhere right here, and we'll have to find out how we connect this back here too. So I'm not quite sure yet how to do that either. I thought I'm gonna my thoughts were, yeah, do something here, but I'm really not sure yet. We have a connection here maybe, but I wish they would make something for this filter. I really do. I wish they had something for that. But yeah, we're gonna figure that out. And here in the future, I'm probably gonna make a 45 on here too, so we can go directly this way, so we're not bowing here too much. But for now, we're gonna leave it how it is. So here's one more time real quick, my fuel rail set up. So we got here, we got the shark bite connection. I went with a 90, it goes here into the filter. I built here this little piece here. We're gonna make this a little nicer later on. I'm gonna wrap it around here. It goes into here to all the injectors, go down. Here's my pressure regulator. I gotta put the little gauge on here, on this one. And then there goes my return going back into the tank. So that is the setup on this. I hope the video is complete, because this video has been done over a few weeks, because I constantly had to order some more parts. But yeah, that's for the fuel rail. So sorry it's been such an ongoing thing, but sadly it was not just like go and order something and it's gonna work right away. So I had to mess around with a few more parts and stuff and order some more stuff. I'm hoping we're good. I'm hoping when I get power on the ignition and the fuel pump's gonna kick in, all the stuff here is sealed tight and no fuel goes out somewhere. We have to see when we're gonna do that. Hopefully everything goes good. But yeah, so that's to the fuel rail. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Peace out. So just a quick add-on to the fuel rail. I did install my pressure sensor right here, and I wrapped a little bit Teflon tape around the back to seal it. And the same like here, I closed this off. I took the screw out and put a little Teflon tape around it too, because I
I just want to make sure we don't leak anywhere, and this is like a spot that could leak. The same here, so use a little bit Teflon tape around it here and tighten it up.